Hey horror fans, welcome back to Room 237, coming at you with another request. And this is a request by Kavon Turpin, and he wanted me to do Orphan, which is a 2009 American, Canadian, German, French psychological horror film. Directed by Jean Colette Sierra, written by David Leslie Johnson, and it stars Vera Farmiga, Peter Sarsgaard, Isabel Fuhrman. And I first saw this probably around 2011 or 12. I didn't see it when it first came out. I was living with a buddy of mine, and his girlfriend at the time she loved horror movies, but she always bought like these newer horror movies. A lot of them were crap. So like, when I first saw this one, I thought I could already tell what it was. It was a story about a creepy kid, which it was rated R, so, I thought it was gonna actually be worth watching. But, I thought it was gonna be one of those more jump scary, it was kind of like The Boy, I guess. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay. This actually is about a fucked up, psychotic child. But then, the ending came, and I was like, I did not see that ending coming. I thought it was a great twist. I still think it holds up. But yeah, I really liked Orphan. I haven't seen it in a while, but, I remember enough of it. Basically, Vera Farmiga and Peter Sarsgaard, they're this married couple. They have 2 kids already. They have like a 9 or 10-year-old boy and then like a 5-year-old girl. And they had another baby, but it was stillbirth, or she miscarried. And Farmiga still has nightmares about it. It kind of drove her to alcoholism. And actually, the 5-year-old daughter has, I don't know if I can't remember if it's like really related, but she's deaf. She has hearing aids, but she's still deaf. She was playing by the pond, and she fell through the ice, and Farmiga was drunk and passed out and wasn't watching her, and she almost drowned. And I guess the dad has had some infidelity issues, and so instead of trying to have another kid and possibly go through that again, they decide to adopt. So they go to the orphanage, and, of course, it's kids running around everywhere. But then they find Esther, who, as a German accent, or a Russia, excuse me. She was orphaned in Russia. They came over here. And, she always dresses very proper. She's not playing with the other kids. She's painting by herself. She's very well-spoken and polite. And the dad just takes a liking to her right off. And so they take her home, and she seems to do all right at first. But slowly, like she gets picked on at school for how she dresses. And like this neck thing, she wears things on her neck and on her wrists. And if you touch them, she freaks out. The son really doesn't like her. And he was actually he was the younger brother on the Amityville Horror remake. And all that kid does in this is fucking cry and scream. It's all he does. But basically, so Esther, shows some really well done signs of being a psychopath. You know, the son shoots a bird with a paintball gun, and it doesn't kill it, but it's suffering. So she picks up a rock and kills it. The girl that makes fun of her at school, she sneaks up behind her on the slide, pushes her off of it, breaks her leg. Keeps trying to drive a wedge between the parents because she uses the mom's alcoholism and the dad's infidelity to kind of use it against them. And she keeps trying to get close with the dad and really trying to make the mom look unfit and crazy, trying to get her out of the picture. And even the sister, played by CCH Pounder, comes by the house to tell them, like, well, I was doing some digging, and, you know, back in Russia and even over here, every time something horrible happened, Esther was always there. So Esther just brutally kills her with a hammer. And of course, she's supposed to be like 9 years old. And she sets the son's treehouse on fire with him in it. And really, what I mean by well done psychopath is, you know, so the son is in the hospital for smoke and falling from the tree. So she goes into his room, puts the heartbeat monitor you wear in your finger, she puts it on hers and smothers him with a pillow, and her heart rate like never goes up. And in order to get there, she asks if she can go to the vending machine. And when they let her, she smiles. Then when she gets away from everyone, she's like. Now the twist. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen this, I mean, it's 10 years old, and it was a pretty popular film. So the reason why she tries to drive a wedge between the parents is because she tries to get the mom out of the picture and actually tries to seduce the dad. Why would a 9-year-old do that? Because she's not 9 years old. She's actually 36, but has like some sort of proportional dwarfism. So she can maintain the body of like a 9-year-old. Even though it does suggest that she's gone through puberty and has like breasts and shit, because when it shows her, like towards the end when she's finally snapped and she's just gonna kill the family, you know, it shows that she like puts like wraps on herself. And she has like false teeth, she has like rotten teeth. And she always wears like a bunch of makeup to even help her look super young. And because when she can't seduce the dad, that's what causes like a psychotic break. And it causes her to kill the whole family. It has happened a number of times. And I thought this was a well done movie. You know, even the end is kind of cliche because you have the whole thing about not going near the pond with the ice, and you know that's of course where Esther dies, because there's like a fight between Farmiga and Esther, which Isabel Fuhrman, I think she was like 11 or 12 when she did this, and she did a pretty damn good job for a child actress. especially for the stuff she had to do. Because, like, there was some, like, part towards the end where she had to, it's going to sound weird saying this, kind of sex herself up a bit to try to seduce the dad. And, or, you know, how she really likes drawing and painting. So she has all these drawings behind her fish tank in her bedroom of, you know, house and, you know, mom and dad. And there's a part where she keeps clicking the black light on her fish tank on and off, so that when the black light's on, it's like a different drawing where, like, the house is on fire and everyone's being killed. There's very erotic drawings of her and the dad, and she just has this like dead stare, like twitching as she's doing it. So yeah, what I mean by cliche is, like, so they, like, fall through the ice and they're, like, kicking each other. Farmiga climbs out, and then Esther, like, grabs her and she's like, "Don't let me die, mommy." And there's, like, this, "I'm not your fucking mommy," like, kicks her right in the fucking head. You can, like, hear the neck snap. And it's pretty much just the mom and the deaf daughter. Because I can't remember if the son dies or not. But, yeah, I thought this was a well done movie. And, you know, a movie with a good twist. I've actually heard Scorsese say this even about Shutter Island. You know, a movie with a twist means you can watch it twice and you get two different movies. Like, you watch it once, and then you get the twist, and then you watch it a second time knowing the twist, and you get a different movie. I would say this is one of those where the twist was well done. It kind of has that. And almost everyone I know really likes this film or thinks it's really fucked up. Or, I mean, this easily could have just been a PG-13 creepy kid, watered down, like, Blumhouse, like, shitty modern horror movie. But, you know, it was daring to go places. They really made this girl out to be a fucking, like, textbook psycho. I think they did a good job with it. I think she did a good job with it. I think I've heard some people say they want to do, like, a sequel. I'm like, why? And then there's that new movie that just came out this year, where the tagline is, "There's something wrong with Miles," where I'm guessing he's, like, the son of the devil. I'm like, it's either going to be Orphan or The Omen, whatever that new movie is. But, yeah. I really enjoyed Orphan. Highly recommend it, even though I just gave away the twist. But anyway, so Kavon Turpin, that review was for you. I hope you enjoyed. And to the rest of you, thank you for watching.